Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Hearing Loss Pathfinder. This video has been so hard to film. My microphone wire broke. The camera wasn't functioning, it kept on crashing on me, so before anything breaks, my mouse also died, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But it's all been fixed now, so we'll get straight to the topic of natural or human-made disasters or crisis. So this is kind of important because we want everyone to have a chance to be able, to know what they need to do in a time of a disaster. And it doesn't mean that if a disaster happens that help is going to come to you right away. Obviously, if the disaster affects you, it probably has affected a lot of other people, and you need to have at least the minimal to help yourself, at least for 5 days. So I really want to recommend, if you have hearing loss or you are deaf, to think about those things that are absolutely necessary for you to grab and go. So I will be posting links to resources so you can use those and think about what kind of things would you want to have if you had to grab and go to get away from tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, a chemical spill, a fire in your home. So many things that could happen. And for people with hearing loss or deafness, sometimes we're a little bit behind on the ball in terms of what's going on. So we really need to have the tools to know what's going on in our environment outside of our home. So I wanted to post links here so you can use them, so you can take a look at them and what will work for me. I can recommend for, the hearing aid users and the cochlear implant users and the bone anchor hearing aid users that you have your at least minimal your batteries with you. I have a little bag. It's about this big, and I gotta get my hand in here. There we go, about this big. It's not big at all, but I have backups. I have batteries. I have because I have rechargeable batteries and I have disposable. So I have all the cords and all the things that I would need to recharge my batteries. And I have, if I can't recharge anything, then I have disposable batteries there available to me. So it's really important to think about that in terms of what would you need to grab and go and be safe for and support yourself and your family for at least 5 days. And there's a lot of details that goes into this, and I won't bore you. I don't want you to fall asleep. So I will leave the links so you can take a look. But I do plead with you that you be as safe as you can, especially of those of us who are deaf. Those of us who use cochlear implants when we take them off, and those of you who use hearing aids, you might have the same experience, some of you, that when you take off your hearing apparatuses, you don't hear, and you're not aware of your environment once you go to sleep. So I would want you to have something that could alert you of what's coming, And usually we get pretty good warnings for hurricanes and tornadoes, and the one thing we don't have, with enough time might be a chemical spill, might be a fire, it could be an earthquake, because we don't have very good systems right now to pre-alert us that a hurricane, no, we get alerts for hurricanes. We don't get much alert for earthquakes, and I've been in many. I was in a 1989 earthquake in Los Gatos, California in 1989, and it was brutal. It was very difficult. I wasn't expecting an earthquake of that magnitude, but it was, we got through it. But, the more prepared we are, the less stressed we will be when we have to leave or evacuate or flee from the situation. So I want you to think about that. This is a priority for me, for people to be safe and to have what they need if they need to leave their home or the area where you're at. All right, I'll leave it at that, and I'll leave a ton of links down below. Take a look and post any further ideas that you might have or things that have worked for you when you've gone through a disaster. Sometime, someday, I might tell my 1989 experience with the earthquake in Los Gatos, because it was pretty rough. But I'm sure a lot of Californians can have their stories to tell as well. So let's stick together. Let's encourage each other to be safe as we think about how we will prepare for if we have to leave our home. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.